Vans are rockin'.
Hey everyone. So I'm not going to reveal too much about what's going on inside the van, aside from what you maybe can spot just from this shot. But the big stuff is off the frame, so you can't see what's going on. But I just want to kind of run over the different classes of RVs, since a lot of people commenting on my videos, a lot of my older videos lately too, I've noticed a lot of people are commenting on videos from like 6 months ago, and my Facebook page. And it seems there's a lot of people, I guess, new to the lifestyle or new thinking about the lifestyle who still don't know the different classes of RVs. And even some veterans who get them confused. So I just wanted to run this by you, just to kind of clear up a bit of confusion. All right, Class A, Class B, Class C, what are they? All right, they're all RVs. Truck campers are RVs, fifth wheels are RVs, tent trailers are RVs, even Volkswagen Westphalias are RVs, right? So, how do you tell the difference? Well, it's pretty simple. All right, Class A are bus type motorhomes. They have the flat front, the flat back, the same width all the way front and back. They're a custom chassis with the whole body, bumper to bumper, built on it as the motorhome. Okay, so they're more like a bus. They can range from, I've seen them as short as 20 feet all the way up to 45 feet. Sometimes they're just huge monstrosities with like 3 or 4 slide outs on them. That's a Class A, okay? A Class B is what I'm standing in. A Class B is a van conversion. So that is the definition. There's no arguing about it. That's what it is. A Class B is a van converted motorhome. That means it is primarily a van body, and the manufacturer has taken the van, built the house within the van walls, put a high top on it in some cases, and sometimes slightly widens out portions of the body, such as the Explorer, or extends it a little bit like the Explorer, and some other modifications. But all in all, that means it's a van conversion. Then there's Class C, which is like a Class A, except the front cab is using a cutaway chassis. So the front cab is either a van or sometimes a pickup truck, but mostly it's the full-size vans. You can tell what those are because they all pretty much look the same. They have an overhead bed at the front. So from a distance, it looks like a truck camper with the cab and the overhead bed. And all they are is a cutaway van chassis made by the manufacturer. They make them with just the front cab and nothing on the back, and they send them to the motorhome manufacturers and the cube van manufacturers. And then the motorhome company builds the walls behind the front doors. Builds it, just square walls, basically. Plywood walls for the most part. And they usually cost less than a Class B because they're cheap to build. You're just putting up square walls on a flat chassis. So that's a Class C. Class B plus, which is where a lot of people get a little bit confused. All right, a Class B plus is a Class C. Legally and technically, it's still a Class C. In fact, if you go onto most dealer websites, Class B pluses are still under the Class C category. I mean, let's take for example, there's the Explorer and Pleasureway and Road Trek. Those are all Class Bs. But Born Free, Class B plus, or Chinook, for example, those are not Class Bs. They're not even comparable. You can't compare compare an Explorer with a Chinook. A Chinook is a Class C. An Explorer is a Class B. Sometimes certain dealers and marketers and online publications will market Class B pluses as B pluses instead of Class Cs. For the most part, they don't have the overhead bed. That's the only difference. They're still just a cab van on the front, which has nothing behind it, and then they build square walls on the back, just like a Class C. The only difference is they don't usually extend the front out for a full-size bed. And that puts them into the Class B plus category, B plus, which is Class C without an overhead bed, to put it simply. Class B pluses can be just as long as any other Class C. I've seen them over 30 feet long. They can be exactly the same as a Class C, except no bed up top. That's about the only difference. Some of the smaller Class Bs from a distance would look like a van conversion until you get up a little closer, you realize they're not a van conversion at all. They're just a cab chassis with square walls built on the back. That's a Class B plus, okay? Just so there's, a lot of people ask, well, how come this Class B plus Chinook or whatever it is costs less than the Road Trek or the Explorer. That's because it's a Class C. It's cheap to build. Building flat walls on the back and building a motorhome is much more affordable and economical, and you get more space. You get more bang for your buck, right? But again, I've gone over videos before of why I prefer the B over the B plus or C's. I've already gone on that into great detail, so I don't think you need to hear me go over that again. For my lifestyle, this is perfection. Even a little smaller than this would be maybe a little bit better. I've said that before. I'd like this to be about a foot shorter, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully that helps clear things up a little bit there, guys, for you. So there's A, it's a bus type. There's B, it's a van conversion. And there's B plus, which is a Class C without an overhead bed. And then there's Class C with an overhead bed. All right, does that clear everything up? All right, keep on rocking the free world, guys. We'll talk to you all soon. And I can't wait to show you what I've been doing in here. It's coming. I'd say I'm about 50% done. So bear with me, guys. I want to do this right. I only have a few weeks off, and I'm going to make it beautiful. You guys are going to love what I'm doing in here. All right, cheers.
Keep on rocking the free world. Freedom is sexy. JustIncredible.tv.
Stick up for freedom. Get your Keep on Rockin' in the Free World sticker now at JustIncredible.net.